Hey everybody, and welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we are going to show you how to create a newsletter. Let's begin. Now, the first thing that you need to do is to log in using your credentials. If this is your first time in Mailerlite, I want you to click the sign up option. And from here, just follow the on-screen instructions and you're good to go. To create a newsletter on Mailerlite, you just have to follow these simple steps. Once you are logged in to your account, I want you to hover to the left side panel of your dashboard and go to the campaign section. If you click on it, select a campaign you want to create, but for a newsletter, you should select the regular campaign. All right, go here, click the create option, go to the regular campaign, click continue. You would be forwarded here wherein we need to create a campaign name. In my case, I'm going to be choosing something like newsletter. Subject is going to be this. Recipients is going to be all the active subscribers. Click on select. You also have an option to the inbox preview right here and toggle the UDM tags. Click the next option. All right. After setting up the campaign details, campaign name, subject line, you need to choose a catchy subject line for your newsletter that will entice subscribers to open it. All right. Now, you want to make sure you can go to the template gallery. If you want to start from scratch, if you already have like a newsletter in mind, you can do that by clicking the start from scratch. You can just use this tool, drag and drop editor, rich text editor, and the custom HTML editor. But for now, let's go to the template gallery we're in. We just have to type into the search bar, say for example news, and you have all of these options: sport news, finance news, and the notification newsletter. If you want to preview it, just want to make sure that this is going to be the right template for us to create a newsletter, right? You see, you have like kind of option to view a newsletter. If you don't want this one, let's go to the sports news. Click the preview button. All right, so this. All right, so I think this is going to be a better newsletter. Click the select template. We will be now forwarded to the template builder or the Mailerlite editor where we can customize the content of your newsletter. All right, wait for it. It takes a little while. You want to make sure that you have a active internet connection because it takes a little while to load depending on the complexity of the template. Once you've done that, you see we can now customize all the information here. For example, see this, you can customize the way it feels right here. You can put in italize, you can change the font style from inner, maybe if you use the maybe different font style like Anton, click on save. All right, so you have that. You can also change the font color right here, maybe something like that rest resembles your brand and identity or logo. For the date, all right, so for example, that you can increase the top padding if you want, depending on your preference, or the bottom padding right here. And you can customize the way you wanted it to appear. Now, matter of fact, you have a section here that says navigation. You can add a logo if you want. You can drag it here for as long as you wanted. For example, that. You can put in a hero, introduce your concept, extended hero, your concept elements. If you want to put in a divider, a spacer, maybe another text that you want, or e-commerce, you have all these options for you. You're not limited with the section, right? If you want to undo that, let's kind of like undo the what we did. All right, undo that because I'm happy with how it feels. Now, if you're done with editing, click the button right here, the green button on the upper right corner. Wait for it. Again, the internet connection is a factor plus the complexity. If you want to edit the content again, just click this button right here. You would be forwarded to that section. If you want to just click kind of like a preview button, say this one, preview mode, this will give you an enormous advantage if you want to see the responsiveness of your newsletter campaign. If you use the desktop right here, hover down below, you see looks good, right? If you go to the mobile, you will also see the responsiveness that it has an intuitive interface when using the mobile for your newsletter campaigns. If you're happy with it, just click the copy URL. You can send it to your client, or if you're working with multiple freelancers for collaborative efforts for feedback or comments, you can send them to your social media channels or your email. You also have an option at this moment to save it as PDF. If you wanted to have a copy for this for initial marketing collateral for editing, you can also do that. It would be forwarded to the open PDF, wherein you have an option to send it as an attachment, and you can do a lot with the PDF. All right. Now, if you click the X button and then preview, send a test email. So make sure that we have an active email. Click the send test, and you should be able to receive the email if you send it to your own. All right. Once we're done editing, click the done editing section. We will be forwarded to this section right here on the final confirmation for the last page. Now you can have the option to schedule your campaign if you want to send it now, send it later, or you can send your campaign based on time zones, which is if you have a separate target market. For example, I am working on the US and I wanted to send it to the UK, you can use that time zone. You also have an option for the smart sending, but the thing is it requires a subscription plan for you to be able to do it. All right. Now, if you want to send it now, click the send test email. It's the same option earlier. All right. Click this and click on send. Now, if you want to double check your campaign settings and once everything is in place, go back to the editor. You have an action section here on the drop-down menu. You can save with this template for now and maybe send it on a different schedule so that if you wanted to newsletter template, so you can reuse it to a different campaigns later on if you want to maybe create another campaign with a specific newsletter, and this is going to be your template or base design. All right, click and continue editing, and basically that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We will see you again in the next one.